Happy holidays! I'm Emily Garrison with Around the World in 80 Bottles. We've been traveling around the world and now we're going to come home for a few weeks to spend some time with our family. So I'm going to do some dishes that I think are a little more appropriate for the holidays and for the South because that's where I'm from. Today we're going to do grits and catfish. Now a lot of people do shrimp and grits, but I like to twist things up a little bit, and I found some fresh catfish and we're going to make that up. Now you can do any kind of seasoning you want on this. You can do your Emily Says, you can do some Willie's Hog Dust. I just did a simple salt and pepper with a sprinkling of my fish rub, and we're going to do that in a little bit of olive oil, and we're just going to pan sear that for about 3 minutes on each side and get our grits going at the same time. Now for our grits, I have found that a lot of times you have to add a lot of fat to grits to make them where they're not bland. So I'm always looking for ways to change that. What we did today was we used Qimiq instead of cream because it has half the fat, and then we used some chicken stock from homemade chicken stock. So there's no extra sodium or anything. It has that extra flavor to it. And then a little bit less than half of the water when you make the grits. We also used the red mule grits made here in Athens, because after all, we're home for the holidays. And then I added some garlic, and that's all we did because you've already got some salt and pepper on your fish, and then we're going to serve it with the bruschetta. Now this is this week's food item, and this is made by a company in Greece called Divina, and they roast their tomatoes before they make the bruschetta. So it's got a lot more flavor, and they've got all the herbs and spices built in, so we don't have to do any work. And all we're going to do is we're going to layer up our grits and our bruschetta and our fish. Alright, so all we're going to do is layer this. It's a very, very simple dish. So there are stone ground grits from here in Athens. I'm going to put some of this wonderful tomato bruschetta on the grits. Then all you have to do is add that beautiful catfish. I think I may put just one more dollop of this wonderful bruschetta on the top. There you are. Catfish with grits and bruschetta, perfect for coming home. And it's that easy to have a wonderful southern dish with a little bit of a German twist. I brought a souvenir back from Germany. We're going to have a little Halbtrocken with our catfish and grits, southern style with a twist. I'm Emily Garrison, and I'll see you next week in Georgia as we continue around the world in 80 bottles. Cheers!